Good morning and welcome to a special edition of UNC Asheville Bulldog Update. Today, Matt Pellegrin takes you behind the scenes of the UNC Asheville men's basketball team and their home opener against Bluefield College on December the 12th. We hope you enjoy.
All right, take a look at your lineups, your matchups before we get back out there. DJ, you'll be starting on Nesbitt, okay? You'll be on Nesbitt. Be ready to switch defenses during the game, all right? Start thinking about with particular lineups whether we're going to be in 3 or in 4 or in 5. To start out, we're in 5, okay? So know your matchups. The keys. What was key 1 coming in this game defensively? Sprint back. Sprint back. You guys have been doing a nice job over the last couple of days after finishing layups and layup lines. Practicing, making a layup, and then sprinting back. We got to do that tonight. You know, not just yourselves scoring the bucket. You see a teammate score a bucket, we got to sprint back on defense. We got to make these guys play over top of us. All right? They're not overly complicated. All right? We know what they do. We know their personnel. Now it's a matter of going out there and executing. All right? Think about the things that we talked about this morning, all right, before shoot-around. How can you affect the game? How can you affect the game other than just shooting the basketball? We're going to score on our points. Think about all those other things that you talked about. You're the ones that brought them up. You said them to us. We didn't write them on the board. So you recognize that those things happen during a game. Now it's time to recognize their importance, okay? Imagine yourself, who's going to be the guy diving on the floor after the loose ball? Who's going to be the guy taking the charge? Who's the energy giver on the bench? Communication. We talked this morning. It's a two-way street. Somebody's talking, somebody's listening. When that group really started communicating this morning, how good did our defense get? Just like that. Just like that, it got good. All right? See yourself boxing out. Imagine yourself doing those things. They're important. You know it. Now you got to do it. Now you've got to do it for 40 minutes. Start building good habits. All right? It's our first home game tonight, boys. All right? It's been a while. It has been a while. It's nice to be back. Let's go get it.
Let's go, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, y'all. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family. Here we go. Here we go.
It's the best time of the year. It's time for UNC Asheville Bulldog basketball. UNC Asheville's legacy is what drives us and brings us to the dawn of a new era. Bring your family to watch exciting NCAA men's and women's basketball. Tickets are affordable. Get your tickets now because it's your city and your team.
If you sometimes take the long route just to see what you might discover, if you enjoy finding the art in science and the science in art, if you want to design a career and not just find a job, if you won't give up until you figure it out, then we have just the place for you. University of North Carolina, Asheville.
There's a place where past vacation memories are talked about and shared for a lifetime, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 60 miles of picture-perfect beachline will take your breath away, but leave your wallet happy, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice on your family vacation. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Experience so much more for so much less, and leave with memories to last a lifetime.
your score at the half. Asheville 48, Bluefield 36.
In good shape? All right. Hey, not a bad first half. Way to go. You finally woke up a little bit, defensively particularly. All right, we gave up 11 points first 6 minutes, right? All right, 11 points first 6 minutes and only 17 the rest of the way. 17 points in 14 minutes. All right, that's the kind of defense we're talking about. That's the kind of defense that wins games over the long haul. All right? Nice job out there. What's the other key we've been talking about for the last several days? Rebounding. Defending and rebounding. Gave up 28 points. Being patient, we'll take it. All right? Not sure where that came from. Scramble. But rebounding, 23-9. 23-9. Same, you almost had as many as their entire team. All right, you had 7 by yourself. Way to go. Nice job. That's the kind of stuff that's all about. Hey, seven rebounds, 4 assists. Hey, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. You can affect the game in a lot of ways other than just putting it in the basket yourself. All right? We had a couple of lapses defensively. What we've been talking about was an area where we could improve in 4 the last couple of days. In 4. What was happening?
We tried them, but we got to rotate over.
That's right. We gave up an easy one on that, and then we subbed in the game, and there's got to be a lot of communication quickly, right? We gave up an easy bucket on a baseline out of bounds play because there wasn't quick, early, loud communication. And we've got to get to that a little bit better because we gave up an easy one right on the bucket. And that's 2 of their 28. That's 2 of their 28. That's a great job. That team's averaging 80 a game. 80 a game. Okay, so keep it up defensively. You're sharing the ball great. Couple of big time passes out there. All right, we got 15 assists on 18 buckets. All right, you get 15 assists. We've only had 3 baskets that wasn't assisted. All right, that ratio's really good. All right, so keep that up the second half. The attack was at a good time coming out of the timeout. All right, did all of you guys notice the shot clock, game clock differential? Yeah. All right, this is just a question, be honest. Did you stop for a half a second when you heard the buzzer?
They stopped the clock. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The game's clock stopped.
I stopped for a second.
You stopped for a second. I didn't ask that.
No, I'm saying
did you
it
stop
stopped
for a second?
But I wasn't close. But Jalil and them kept playing though, because we knew it was like 2 seconds.
Remember, you got to play to hear that whistle. All right. We had that happen one day in practice. Remember that? There was a slim difference between shot clock, game clock. Shot clock went off first. Everybody stopped, and a second or 2 later, game clock goes off. You've got to be alert to that because they paused for a second or 2. Had we been a little bit more alert, we could have had that ball, put it in the basket, and they would have stopped play, but the game was still going. The buzzer you heard was the shot clock buzzer, not the game clock. So that's something to keep in mind down the road. We're going to be in some tough ball games, late, game, it's tied late, 1-point game late. That's the kind of stuff is the difference in winning and losing sometimes is a simple thing, the basics like we talked about this morning of knowing the shot clock and the game clock and the game rules. All right, so just keep that in mind going forward. What's the score? What's the score, Jerron? Trick question. 0-0. Do not play the second half, that score right there. All right, it's 0-0. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Dogs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dogs.
These are the sultans of shirts versus skins. The graceful gods of imaginary buzzer beaters. Where win or go home means a walk through the garage. And your shining moment is spelled H-O-R-S-E. Welcome to the dance, Cinderella, and let the madness begin. Ingles, your official sponsor of Driveway Basketball.
Team, you guys are doing a heck of a job. Now don't forget, we got the Big South Championships coming up, and we're all gonna head to Myrtle Beach. Road trip! Come on!
Rock the beat.
Don't miss Myrtle Beach Madness. Make your plans now to attend the Big South Basketball Championships March 4 through 9. Everything you need is at visitmyrtlebeach.com/Big South. See you at the beach.
It's the best time of the year. It's time for UNC Asheville Bulldog basketball. UNC Asheville's legacy is what drives us and brings us to the dawn of a new era. Bring your family to watch exciting NCAA men's and women's basketball. Tickets are affordable. Get your tickets now because it's your city and your team.
We got the ball up the floor the last time. What was it? I don't know. What was it? That wasn't Tiger. That wasn't Tiger. The ball could have gone straight to Dave because they were already wide. He broke. Yeah, just throw it straight to Dave. Turn and go. Remember, one of your first keys to Tiger is to take the ball up the floor as far as the defense will let you. He's going to play on the side of it. Straight up the sideline. Winners. Thank you, Urban. You're doing a nice job. And Niner, really, your guys are playing out of it really nice. All right? Good slip. They thought you tossed it. You might have. I don't know. All right, but just make sure you keep playing out of it the way you are. Time ball down there. Watch for the full court pressure. Stay organized and Tiger. Hey, keep it up, guys. Keep going deep. Defense on three. 1, 2, 3.
great team win. A great team win. Nice job out there. From beginning to end, I thought we were all on the same page, playing with each other, playing for each other, doing the small things that we talked about this morning, and it showed up. It showed up. All that hard work we've been doing in shell drill, in post perimeter breakdown, talking about defense, and rebounding, shows up. Right there. You held a team that's averaging 80 to 56. The guys that were in there at the end, great. Great job. That wasn't BS minutes in there at the end. You guys were doing what we do. All right? And Mike, Jock, nice job inside. That action, real happy for you. Way to hammer that thing in. Jock was trying to get his assists up. He was trying to drop one here, trying to throw it out to Jake in the corner. Jeez. Again, that is not. That team's 5-2. That team's 5-2 coming into the game. They got some pretty quick guards. Grisby and Marion, you know, they're quick. And I thought overall we did a nice job of keeping them out of the lane. Biggs, you know, we were able to keep Lusby out of the lane pretty good. You guys did a nice job of spacing. He's a good athlete. He's a good athlete. So overall, again, really nice job. But you could, that hard work that you've been doing, you know, it may seem elementary. All right, we're talking about footwork with our defense on the perimeter. It may seem elementary, but it's paying off. All right, much better job on the defensive end. Couple things we can get better at. You guys remember some of the plays that were just mental lapses, based on bounds, easy bucket, a transition 3 where we weren't communicating. You know, in a game where you're up 30, that doesn't get you beat. Those are things where we can improve. And that's a good thing, to come in here and say we can get better. There are things we can get better at when you win by 36 is good. That's a sign of a good team. All right? Come ready to work tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 5 points. All right?
You said what?
Baby. Silent prayer. Amen.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
5 points on 3.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
It's the best time of the year. It's time for UNC Asheville Bulldog basketball. UNC Asheville's legacy is what drives us and brings us to the dawn of a new era. Bring your family to watch exciting NCAA men's and women's basketball. Tickets are affordable. Get your tickets now because it's your city and your team.
Plans today to attend the Big South Basketball Championships. Go to visitmyrtlebeach.com/Big South.
Head coach of the Bulldogs. How's it feel?
That was a good team win. I thought we did a nice job tonight as a whole. You know, again, it's a great team win. Bluefield's a good basketball team. And 5-2 coming in here. some of the keys to the game we felt like, one was transition defense, and to only give up 9 fast break points was key for us. Also, we wanted to dominate the glass. That was another key for us, and to hold a 51-21 rebound advantage was another big key.
Yeah, dominating with that. Points in the paint as well, just another big stat inside as you guys just really owned the boards, did everything you wanted to do in and around the basket. First of all, let's talk about DJ Cunningham. I thought in the pregame it was very appropriate the way they said you were going to sort of use that baseball analogy and just, let's watch the pitch count. Let's watch the minutes and make sure that he's under control out there tonight. What did you think about his performance?
Did a great job. I mean, 8 for 9 from the floor, 16 points in 14 minutes. Just kept it basic, and really that's what we've talked to our whole team about, is improving at the basics, the fundamentals. And I thought DJ did a nice job tonight of staying around the rim, using his size and strength and height advantage, and didn't try to complicate the game. And sometimes, when you have a height advantage like that, a size advantage, you've got to use it, and he did a great job tonight.
Yeah, he definitely added that 62-21 advantage of points in the paint. When you have 5 players in double figures, it's sort of hard to choose a player of the game, but as you look at each one of them, I thought each one had their great story. You had Andrew Rousey getting back tonight into the flow of shooting the basketball. On the road, he had struggled at times. He had 14 points tonight. He had 5 rebounds on 5 of 11 shooting. So I thought he did a great job at running the offense. And assists tonight, 28 assists to 15. That tells you right there how good the offense was flowing.
Not just the assist to turnover ratio, but the assist to basket ratio. 28 assists on 38 baskets. The first half was 15 assists on 18 baskets. Yeah. And that's a real good sign of team play, guys playing unselfish. And again, it's just a great team win. We talked about this morning about the other ways other than just scoring the basketball that can help a team win. And I thought from top to bottom, we did that.
Sam Hughes, only 4 points on the night, but 11 rebounds. Very aggressive on the boards. He also had 5 assists as well, so that was a great night for him. He was just filling up the stat sheet, just picking his columns right there.
And he can do that. He can do that. We've obviously seen him have nights where he's got 21 points and 16 points and things like that, but he's athletic enough, strong enough, and at times active enough to where he can get double-figure rebounds, and he did that tonight. And having a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, really 2.5-to-1 assist-turnover ratio as a power forward for us was impressive.
Javon Lane played 27 minutes. He had 15 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 rebounds. So he had a strong night on 6 of 9 shooting as well. But the guy that we're going to make our Biltmore Farms Hotels player of the game is Chudier Paul. 11 points tonight. He had 4 rebounds. He had 3 assists. He had 2 blocks. He was 5 of 6 from the field. And he had some impressive blocks. Tonight, I thought he sort of gave a good spark to you off the bench.
He did, and Chu can do that. He's got good size, good strength. He's plays his tail off, a great teammate, and it was nice to see him bring energy to our team coming off the bench. He brought a nice spark to us, and was a big contributor to our win tonight.
All right, so next up, Torrey Craig and company. We head down to Upstate on Sunday afternoon, and just to let you know, he's a senior this year. I thought we were done with him last year, but he was just a junior. And we were talking on Bulldogs Live how there were some NBA scouts in the building, and so far this season he's averaging 18 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He had 31 against Winthrop in the second game of the year. Again, they lost 82-74, but they beat Virginia Tech to open the season, and they've also beaten Western Carolina. They're 5-4 on the year, so this is a good team that we're going down to see on Sunday once again.
It's a really good basketball team. Eddie Payne does a terrific job with them down there, and we've had 3 tight ball games with them the last 3 times we've played.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we were down at their place and lost in a close overtime game. We played them here 2 years ago, and we're down 9 going into the under 4 median, finished the game on a 16-0 run to win by 7. And then the last time we played came down to free throws and under 10 seconds to go. It was a tie game. So we don't expect anything other than a close basketball game on Sunday afternoon. Torrey Craig
as a future pro. He's a preseason player of the year in their league. We'll have our hands full not only with him but with their entire team. They're very skilled and really athletic. They're an athletic ball club.
Yep. All right, well, it feels good to get DJ back in the mix tonight as well, and to get that win at home. So it was a nice one coming out of exams, and now get focused. I'm sure the guys will get focused on Upstate, and we'll talk to you on Sunday afternoon, my friend.
That sounds great.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Nice win here at home for head coach Nick McDevitt of the Bulldogs.
We hope you've enjoyed today's special edition of UNC Asheville Bulldog Update, and we hope you enjoyed going behind the scenes with the Bulldog men's basketball team. We appreciate Coach McDevitt and his staff allowing us to go behind the scenes with the Bulldogs. It's a busy week for the UNC Asheville men's and women's basketball team. Starting today with a doubleheader at Kimmel Arena. Women's basketball team hosts Gardner Webb at 2 o'clock, followed by the men's basketball team taking on UNC Wilmington at 4:30. Both games will be televised on My 40. UNC Asheville women's basketball team is home on December 30th when they take on Presbyterian College at 7 o'clock. Men's basketball team is home the next day on New Year's Eve when they take on Montreat at 2 o'clock. And then the women's basketball team returns to Kimmel Arena at 7 o'clock on January 2nd, taking on Big South rival Winthrop. And then the men's basketball team plays its final non-conference game of the season against Ohio University at Kimmel Arena on Saturday, January the 4th at 2 o'clock. So if you want to see any of these games, you can get tickets at uncabulldogs.com or call 828-258-7900. That's going to do it for this week's edition of UNC Asheville Bulldog Update. See you at Kimmel Arena later today.